In Godzilla vs. Kong of 2021, we had more than enough evidence that Godzilla is indeed more powerful than Kong, much more powerful. Even after the power upgrade that Kong received with that axe, Godzilla still proved to be far superior to him. However, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire is coming, and it could completely change the power hierarchy of the Monsterverse. Come with me on this theory, and you'll understand how Kong could become the new alpha not only of the Hollow Earth but of the entire planet. Let's go! Welcome back to Nerd's Insights, your daily channel for nerd news. Today's video is another theory about Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. You've been enjoying these theories, and I appreciate the interaction and your point of view in the comments. I know some of my theories are wild, and most of them might not come true, but they all have a basis and foundation. It's fun to imagine the various possibilities that could happen in this film. So, please leave a like to help spread this theory on YouTube. Also, subscribe to the channel with the notification bell activated, so you get all the latest news about Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, the Monsterverse, DC, Marvel, and everything else right at your fingertips. But you have to be subscribed with the notification bell on. The theory I've come up with today about Kong becoming the most powerful kaiju comes from supposed leaks, okay? They are not official leaks, in quotation marks, because there are no official leaks. They are alleged leaks that have emerged, two of them actually, one leaked from the legendary test screening. For those who don't know, a test screening is when a film is almost ready to be released, and the company invites random people from the public, not critics or experts, just regular people like you and me, to watch the film and evaluate the audience's reactions, whether they liked it or not. If an impactful scene had an impact, if a sad scene was indeed sad, in exchange for a few coins. So, Legendary held several test screenings, around 3 or 4, and in one of those test screenings, the alleged script was leaked. I say alleged because we don't know if the person who leaked the script is telling the truth or if they even attended the test screening. I could come here and claim that I attended the test screening and provide a fake script. That's why this leaked script is the most consistent one among the supposed leaks, as you can see in the card above. So, I'll use that leaked script and another alleged leak from the official Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire promotional toys. If you haven't seen that video, the card will also be available above for you to watch. Nevertheless, I'll give you a summary of what I discussed in those videos and the key points of the theory I created. From the leaked script, I will use the part that mentions Godzilla and Kong having new powers. From the other video, I'll use the images of the supposed leaked powers, which include electric powers for Kong. Kong has been associated with electric powers before. In the 1962 Godzilla vs. Kong film by Toho, Kong already displayed some electrical abilities for combat. These electric powers alone would give him a significant advantage over Godzilla in the water, since water is an excellent conductor of electricity. Just think back to their first fight in Godzilla vs. Kong of 2021. If Kong had his electric powers then, he could have simply placed his fists in the water and delivered a massive shock throughout the ocean, possibly electrocuting Godzilla right there. The question is the potency of these electric shocks. Would they be strong enough to fry a kaiju, or would they merely provide an additional boost to his strength? We need to know the true power of his electricity. I believe that even a minimal amount of electricity, especially in the salty ocean water, which is also an excellent conductor of electricity, would be enough to at least disable Godzilla, but this advantage would only be applicable when they are in the water. However, we must also consider that Godzilla is not as strong on land as he is in the water. In the water, he is practically invincible. It's where he resides and regains his strength. He could have killed Ghidorah by tearing off his 3 heads in the water if the humans hadn't interfered with the oxygen bomb. But even on land, electric powers are still extremely potent, as Kong could electrocute Godzilla simply by touching him. While he may not have the water's conductivity to amplify the electric shock, I believe that the electric shock, combined with Kong's physical strength, would give him a significant boost, especially if he could pass the electricity through his axe. Imagine a melee weapon that emits lightning, similar to Thor's Stormbreaker. It would be insane, and Kong could indeed become the most powerful kaiju at that moment. Another thing to note is that I'm not taking into account the new powers of Godzilla. I'm considering the current Godzilla with Kong's new powers. This might make the fight a bit unbalanced, but if we also add Godzilla's new powers, which we're uncertain about, it becomes even more unpredictable. We have a supposed unofficial leak about the burning Godzilla, but we don't have enough information to base any theories on that. We also have to consider the supposed powers of Shirmu. According to the leaked script and the alleged Shirmu toy powers, Shirmu would have the ability to control ice, shoot ice rays, manipulate temperature, and possess other icy powers. However, as we know, Kong's electrical powers would be much more devastating, especially against Shenmue, who is made of ice. In a direct confrontation, Kong would have the advantage, unless he used his intelligence to lead Shenmue to a place with water or strong winds, as wind is also a conductor of electricity, but that scenario seems unlikely and depends on the scriptwriter's decisions. That's why I believe Kong will indeed have electrical powers in the next film, Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, instead of an exoskeleton suit. I don't have much faith in the unofficial leaks about Rodin wearing an exoskeleton suit made by Monarch, which might appear in the Monarch Legacy of Monster series. At most, Kong might get an arm brace or support, similar to how he injured his shoulder during the battle against Godzilla. However, a complete exoskeleton suit would be a stretch and might look odd, in my opinion. On the other hand, electrical powers make more sense, and I think they could indeed happen. So, Kong would be stronger than Godzilla and Shenmue because he's like a natural counter to both of them, not necessarily because he has more power than both of them, but because he is a natural counter. However, this wouldn't apply to Scar King because, as far as we know, he doesn't have any conductive elements in his body. Therefore, Kong wouldn't have a weakness to exploit, making the fight much more challenging. However, since Kong is the protagonist of this film and can't be killed, and with his power boost from the axe and electricity, he would be mega powerful to face Scar King. If Scar King's power is indeed manipulation, the ability to influence other kaijus, he would be strong, but not as strong as Shenmue. And if Kong were to defeat Shenmue as a natural counter, I believe he could also win in a direct fight against Scar King. Now, here's my guess, without any basis, sources, or leaks. It's just my personal speculation. I believe that Scar King's power might be on par with Godzilla's power on land, perhaps on the level of the 2019 or 2021 Godzilla. He should be stronger than Ghidorah or Mechagodzilla in terms of power, so Kong would be able to defeat him without the interference of other titans. But again, this is just my opinion. This is another one of my crazy theories about Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. Did you find any loopholes in my theory? Do you think my theory can be debunked with explanations I overlooked? Or do you have another theory that complements mine? Please share your thoughts in the comments, and I'll be happy to read and discuss Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire, Kong's powers, the level of Godzilla's power, and who would win. As you're growing, feel free to comment and leave a like on this video. Subscribe to the channel because we have daily videos keeping you informed about everything happening in the nerd world. Take care, and until next time.
Just happened. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. My name